Hey, what's going on? I thought I'd do a review today of this. It's the CeramicSpeeed Oversized Pulley Wheel System for a SRAM ETAP rear mech. You might have seen one of my other videos where I did a review of the Digit version of this. The basic Digit is like an Asian counterpart, like a copy basically of one of these. The jockey wheels are slightly smaller on the Digit, I think by 1 tooth, but it comes very close in terms of its design, how it works. I was really impressed with the Digit on my other bike. I had it fitted on my TT bike for a while until I went to ETAP, and obviously I couldn't transfer it over because it was designed for Shimano Ultegra Dura-Race mechs. So that is now on my winter bike. But because I was so impressed with the pedaling efficiency and how it made the the pedaling itself feel a lot more free, a lot lighter. Obviously, the less friction, it just felt so much smoother to ride. And we are talking minimal watts in terms of saving, but when it comes to TT racing, for me, I like to make sure every second counts. I put so much effort into my training. If my bike's not performing, then what's the point in that training? You're not going to get to that level if you miss out by a second or so, and you know your bike underperformed, or you're in the wrong position. There's so many variables that can affect your TT time. So, expensive items like this, yeah, they are expensive and they do make small differences, but it's those small differences that equate to big wins or big advantages. So I'm going to fit one of these to my SRAM ETAP today. I'm currently running a 58/28 on my TT bike, which is quite large, but I do kind of flat TT, so I can get away with that sort of gearing. But I use a Y-Fly rear mech, obviously with a longer cage. So I'm going to fit this on and see how I go, and I'll show you how I do it. Okay, so this is the box. Get a 4-year warranty, which is always a good thing. It's twice as long as, say, Dura-Race or XTR. Inside the box, got your instructions, got a wee tool. It's like a T6. And CeramicSpeeed oil, so obviously for maintenance later date. So easy with 2 hands. And sticker sheets. I'm a big sticker fan, so they'll find their way somewhere. And then manuals on how to do it. But I'm a mechanic, I don't need that. So let's have a look at this. Nice and free, as you'd expect. One thing I noticed from a Digit, there's quite a lot of play in the jockey wheels. These haven't got any play. So I think with the Digit one, they kind of run the tension quite low, so the bearings aren't really loaded. So there's quite a bit of play, outside side play. There's very little on this. Barely get to have any. Kind of show the camera. There's a minuscule amount of side-to-side play, and the Digit is quite low. You can see the side-to-side play quite noticeably. So let's get this fitted. This is my current setup on the TT bike. So what I need to do is take the rear wheel out, and then we'll get working on the old mech here. Okay. So first things first is you want to get the chain in the smallest cog. That makes it easier to get the rear wheel out. So let's do that first. Next thing you want to do is remove the chain. Okay, so the next thing you need to do is put your mech upside down, and you'll see this here, sort of door. That needs to be removed, and luckily they supply you with a T6 in case you haven't got one of these. So remove that screw, pop the door off, and then move on to the next stage. So hole and metal bracket. We'll take that out in a bit. For the next stage, we need to remove this with the 2.5mm Allen key. This is basically the spring tension stop screw. So this stops the mech from kind of knocking back, yeah? Okay, so we need to pull this down, unscrew, and then we'll be able to remove it, okay? So 2.5mm Allen key. pops in there. Okay, so what happened there is once I undid the tension screw, the mech arm came forward and it basically slid out. As it slid out, the retaining clip, which is that there, that basically fell out on the floor, so make sure you don't lose that. If you watch the CeramicSpeeD video, it does say you have to kind of pry it out, but mine literally fell out, so it's a pretty important part of kit, that, so don't lose that. So put that over here with all that. So remove the spring. Okay, so with the new one, what we need to do is remove the stop screw on the CeramicSpeeD one. Put that aside, and then we can put this back in the same way. We took the old one out. What you'll notice is there's 3 holes. So you've got high, medium, low. That's actually spring tension. I'm going to put it in the high tension because I want as much tension on the chain as possible to prevent the mech from falling off. Okay. So let's pop that in there, and then replace this back into the mech. So you can see it's got it nice and smooth. There's no kind of resistance, nothing's getting in the way. Sometimes you can, I noticed when I did my didgeridoo, I had a few issues with it hitting this internal seal, but the ETAP ones assemble slightly different. Even pressure, force it down, and then you need to get the spring tension screw and hold it in place. Okay, as you can see, the way I'm holding on to this, I'm supporting it with my hand, keeping it in place, stopping the assembly from basically exploding, pulling apart. What I need to do now is go to that hole and put the retaining clip in place. So that's it, retaining clip back in place. I can now let go. Obviously it's not going to explode. And all I need to do now is put the cover back on with the screw, which will hold it all together. So check the arm, make sure it operates okay, you don't want any kind of roughness sticking. Everyone's nice and smooth. Just like the bearings, and that's that. Now all you need to do is set the chain up. Okay, so with the wheel fitted, obviously mech setup, you'll notice the guide wheel actually fouls the cassette. Don't worry about that, once your chain's on, you shouldn't have too much of an issue. One thing CeramicSpeeD do say is you fit a full length chain and go from there and try and work out if it works for you. What I'm going to do is fit my old chain, and basically it is a CeramicSpeeD chain, so it's not exactly cheap. And I don't particularly want to have to buy another one, as it's only done a few miles at the moment. So I'm going to fit the old chain, see if it fits, see if it works with the gear ratio. If not, then I'll have to get an extended chain. I'll put some extra links on it, but let's see how it goes. Okay, so as you can see, the chain that I originally had on my CeramicSpeeD chain, it is okay. The length is fine. I don't need a longer chain. Admittedly, I was using Wi-Fi rear mech, so the cage is longer, which obviously gives you that bigger range of gears. If I was to go to a 32 rather than 28, which I've currently got on, I may need to go a bit bigger. But the actual curvature there, there's quite a lot more. You could obviously go a lot further if you look at this. You've still got quite a lot of slack. And because the wheels are so much bigger, it does kind of exaggerate the pull. But yeah, let's give it a go and see how it feels. Okay, so the first thing you notice, these aluminium jockey wheels, any aluminium jockey wheel, not just CeramicSpeeD, but they are noisier. I don't know if you can hear that. Noise isn't a bad thing. going to get louder and louder. Shifting wise, fine. Cool, I love stickers. So what do I think of the CeramicSpeeD Oversized Pulley Wheel system? I wouldn't go with the instructions on the website, on the YouTube channel. The whole thing with the chain was a bit wrong. I know people who have used a full-length chain had issues with it. Try the chain you currently have and see how it works before you go out and buy a new one. It may be just a matter of just adjusting your B tension screw. My B tension screw is wound pretty much all the way out, so I've got a lot more scope on there. I may need to go for a bigger chain, like I said, if I went to a bigger cassette on the back. But apart from that, it's great. Shifts fine. It's noisy, which you'd expect with aluminium jockey wheels, especially a wax-coated chain, because they are very noisy themselves. But all in all, I'm really happy with it. In terms of the proof of the pudding, I need to test it next year when I start racing again, which hopefully will be, I'm going to start racing in March next year, a little bit earlier than normal, maybe even February. But yeah, I'll do another test on it then, let you know my honest opinion of it, and like me, I'll always give my honest opinion, no kind of bullshit. So yeah, if you like it, this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please, share, subscribe, write any comments down below, any questions, any criticisms, just put them down there and I'll try and get back to them. If you've got any ideas for future videos, let me know. And also, if you want to buy a CeramicSpeeD oversized pulley wheel system, check out my link in my description. And yeah, peace.